They look similar. They move with precision. They both carry legacies of discipline, duty, and devotion. And yet, German Shepherds and Belgian Malinois could not be more different where it matters most. One is a soldier with a soul. The other is a weapon wrapped in fur. One will mirror you. The other will test you. But only one will break you. So the question isn't which one is better. It's which one breaks you in a way you're willing and able to survive. Let's begin with the German Shepherd, the dog of legacy. A breed shaped by decades of military service, police work, and emotional loyalty. When you live with a German Shepherd, you're living with a partner. This dog watches you, not just for cues, but for character. It pays attention to your mood, your tone, your patterns. If you're off, they know. If you're inconsistent, they reflect it. But the beauty, and the burden, is this: once you earn a German Shepherd's trust, it doesn't come with blind obedience. It comes with emotional commitment. That's why Shepherds don't break you physically. They break you emotionally. They demand you show up every single day with calm leadership and unshakable consistency. Fail to do that? And they spiral. Into anxiety. Into reactivity. Into confusion and mistrust. Not because they're difficult, but because they're too intelligent and too emotionally aware to follow someone who isn't stable. Now contrast that with the Belgian Malinois. This isn't a breed that waits to read your energy. This is a breed that creates energy. The Malinois doesn't watch, it drives. It doesn't ask what you want, it demands a task. Malinois are born to work, and if you don't give them purpose, they will invent one. And that's where the chaos begins. Not emotional spiraling. Pure, unfiltered drive with no brakes. This is the difference. The German Shepherd looks to you for direction. The Malinois tests whether you can survive its intensity. The Shepherd asks, "Can I trust your calm?" The Malinois asks, "Can you keep up with me? Or not?" Let's talk about the average household. A well-raised German Shepherd will fit in, eventually. It'll still need structure, discipline, and consistent leadership. But it can adapt. It can learn downtime. It can learn to rest. A well-raised Malinois? You don't teach it to rest. You teach it to redirect. You don't manage this dog casually. You structure every minute of its existence or risk destruction, of your house, your sanity, or the dog itself. That's not hyperbole. That's the truth. There are stories of Belgian Malinois chewing through crates, drywall, furniture, door frames, all in under 10 minutes. Not because they're aggressive, but because their mind needs stimulation. Their muscles need motion. And if they don't get it, they explode. The Malinois breaks you physically. It breaks your routine. Your limits. Your assumptions. It exposes how little time you actually have for a dog, and punishes you for it. Where the German Shepherd waits quietly for guidance, the Malinois invents chaos. And yet, both breeds offer something rare. Something powerful. Something that makes people fall in love despite the pain. Because here's what no one tells you: the German Shepherd and the Belgian Malinois both demand greatness from you. They just ask for it in different ways. The Shepherd is your reflection. It's soft when you're grounded, sharp when you're reactive, calm when you're present. It feels every shift in your home, your body language, your intention. And it adjusts. The Malinois? It's a mirror too, but not of your soul. Of your stamina. Of your structure. It doesn't just want leadership. It wants performance. You can't out-emote a Malinois. You can only outlast it. Let's talk about bonding. The German Shepherd will bond with you deeply, emotionally, and almost spiritually. It chooses its person carefully. And when it does, that bond is sacred. They rest more deeply when you're near. They sigh when you sit. They guard when you're distracted. And when they grow old, they grieve the loss of their own strength, but never stop watching over you. The Malinois bonds with you through activity. Through task. Through repetition and reward. It's not looking to sit and watch a movie with you. It wants to earn your praise. It wants your structure. Your clarity. Your command. And when it doesn't get those, that bond fractures. Fast. But here's what people get wrong: both breeds break the uncommitted. The Shepherd breaks those who are emotionally inconsistent. It shuts down under chaotic leadership, or worse, it acts out in ways that look like aggression but are really desperation. The Malinois breaks those who are logistically inconsistent. People who say, "We'll go to the park later," and don't. People who think training once a day is enough. People who think the breed will adjust. Neither of these dogs will adjust. You will. Because this isn't about having a dog. It's about becoming the person these dogs need. You want a Shepherd? Become someone they can emotionally rely on, without fail. You want a Malinois? Become someone they can physically and mentally submit to, without question. Let me tell you the story of Tom and his two dogs, Rex, the German Shepherd, and Vico, the Belgian Malinois. Tom was ex-military, disciplined, sharp, emotionally reserved. Rex connected with him deeply. But it wasn't until Tom suffered an injury and was forced to slow down that Rex truly began showing signs of distress. Not because of less activity, but because of Tom's emotional volatility. His frustration. His silence. Rex started pacing. Refusing to eat. Barking at nothing. Meanwhile, Vico, the Malinois, never cared about moods. He needed the same thing every day: work. Routine. Precision. When Tom couldn't give it, Vico didn't act depressed. He destroyed 2 crates, a mattress, and nearly broke through the window trying to chase a car. 2 dogs. 2 breakdowns. 2 very different messages. Rex said, "I need you to be okay." Vico said, "I need you to function." That's what makes these breeds so powerful, and so dangerous. They don't just follow. They demand. They demand stability, energy, focus, consistency. And if you give it, they reward you with something you can't buy or train into existence. They give you loyalty that doesn't fade. They give you protection that doesn't hesitate. They give you partnership that doesn't require commands, only presence. But only if you pass the test. Because one of these dogs will break you if you're not ready. The shepherd will break your heart, slowly. Through eyes that stop looking at you. Through sighs that carry sadness. Through confusion that turns into silence. It won't act out in fury. It will withdraw, and watching that withdrawal will tear you apart. The Malinois will break your body, your plans, your house, and your routine. It won't wait. It will act. And it won't stop until it is exhausted, or until you are. And yet, if you make it through, if you rise to meet what they demand, if you give what most owners never do, your full presence, clarity, and strength, then you'll have something few people on earth will ever experience. A shepherd who chooses you. Or a Malinois who works for you. Or, if you're ready for it, both. But make no mistake. One will break you. The other will rebuild you. And if you're lucky, they'll do both.